What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Stas here. Welcome back to another video, and happy almost 2024. It's currently the last day of 2023, guys. What a ride it's been. And maybe you're watching this video in 2024. If that's the case, happy new year. But either way, happy New Year's Eve, happy new year, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody out there watching this video. Hope you guys had a great year and have an even better 2024. So in this one, we're going to break down the top 5 insider sales in the last week of 2023. We're going to break down how many shares were sold, the stocks that were sold, and we'll break down the charts as well later in the video. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, man. Make sure to subscribe, and you might as well follow me on X as well. Why not? At Stas Talk Stocks, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, today is the last day of 2023, and the last trading day of the year was a couple of days ago on Friday the 29th of December. So we're going to break down again, like I said in this video, the top sales from the last week of this year. And let me tell you guys, you know every single one of these companies. So we're going to break down, again, how many shares the insider sold, the dollar value. We'll dive into the numbers, all that good stuff. So let me do that right now. Let's actually transition over to this website that I've been using. No, they're not sponsored, but I do use them for insider information. I believe they're called Open Insider. Might as well shout them out, give them credit where credit is due. Yup, openinsider.com. So the first company that we're going to talk about today is none other than Walmart. You guys know Walmart? Yeah, that massive company that you see on every corner pretty much in America. Yeah, Walmart, we had a lot of sales come in over the last couple of days, really the entire month of December, but really over the past couple of days. So we have the director, Robson Walton, one of the directors at least. He sold, let's see, about $460 million of stock, it looks like, at $157.73. Let me zoom in here and see the exact number. And guys, he owned 1.2 billion shares. Let me say that one more time. One more time here. 1.2 billion shares, guys. So he only sold 3 million. So, I mean, it's not much at all, really, but he sold 3 million shares out of his 1.2 billion, which amounts to $460 million. Unfreaking believable. And this really, does not move the needle for this guy, considering, look at the, change in ownership here. It's 0%. So that really didn't do anything. I guess that goes to show how rich this guy is. But hey, $460 million is what he sold in the past week. Let's see what else. Alice Walton sold about, let's see, $464 million as well. And it looks like they owned, that might be the same position. Either way, a lot of sales were sold here from the directors, it looks like here. We also had the CEO and president, Douglas McMillon. He sold about $1.5 million worth of stock in the last week, 9,700 shares, and he still owns around 1.8 million shares, so he still owns a lot of stock, and that was only a decrease of 1% of his position size. So we did get some selling in Walmart, guys, but in reality, it really wasn't much of anything. It's not like they're dumping 10% of their position, 20, 30%. They're literally selling 1%. In this case, 0% for the top dogs here, the directors of the company, which they sold $460 million. And again, that barely moved the needle considering they own 1.3 million or billion shares of the company, which is just unfreaking believable. I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I mean, they're the freaking Waltons, guys. It makes sense, right? But either way, yeah, Walmart, unbelievable. Selling out of that stock, but not much at all, to be honest. We also have CRM, another one worth looking at here. There was a big sale that came in from the CEO. You guys can see on the 28th of December, it looks like he sold about 530,000 or exactly 530,000 shares at $264.85. And that was a move of $140 million, and that decreased his position by 2%. You guys can see right there, 2%, which really is nothing, but the CFO, Amy Weaver, on the 29th of December, which was on Friday, the last day of trading in 2023, the CFO, she sold 12,000 shares at $3.2 million, and that was a decrease of 24%, or she decreased her position by 24%. So she sold a quarter of her shares pretty much, and it looks like she still owns, or she owned, 37,000 shares. So yeah, that's a pretty big move there from the CFO of CRM. Looks like here the COO sold everything, it looks like here, 1,600 shares or $441,000. Interesting to see that the COO sold everything in CRM. And it looks like here Mark Benioff, he's the CEO, he sold even more on, looks like here the 27th, he sold about 15,000 shares for $4 million. All right, so that's CRM. It looks like Snowflake, we got some insider action as well. Snowflake on the 26th, we had the CEO sell, let's see, about 32% of his position, my goodness, or about $98 million of stock. He sold 500,000 shares at $197 per share, pretty much, you can see here at the top. So that was a big sale from the CEO, Frank Slootman of Snowflake, which you guys know Snowflake. You probably should know Snowflake if you don't know Snowflake. So that is Snowflake sales there. Airbnb, let me pull this up and show you these guys. We had Joseph Gebbia, who's the director, looks like here he sold 73% of his position. Unbelievable. Let me zoom in here to show you all. Or $22.8 million, and he owned previously, or he owned 60,000 shares, and he sold 166,000 shares. Unbelievable, at $136 per share. That came in a couple of days ago, and it looks like here the CEO sold around 1%. All right, that's pretty much nothing, not even worth looking at, but he sold $27 million of stock. Okay, let's see this other big one, another one from Joseph Gebbia back on the 13th of December, so a couple of weeks ago, but he sold, let's see, 166,000 shares back then, or 42% of his position back in earlier in December. So yeah, a lot of sales coming in from really that one guy here, Joseph Gebbia at Airbnb. And we also had Meta, a bunch of sales there, which we've seen Zuckerberg. He's been selling out a bunch recently over the past couple of months. You can see pretty much all of these insider moves here are from Mark Zuckerberg. These are all pretty much from here up is from December. Unbelievable here from Mark Zuckerberg. So we're getting a bunch of sales. Looks like here he recently sold about 47,000 shares, it looks like, a couple of days ago. Looks like he sold about $17 million, but he still owns 421,000 shares. Looks like here we had Jennifer Newstead. She sold about 1% of her position, $200,000, or about 566 shares. Not much at all there, to be honest. But is Zuckerberg going to completely sell out of his position, guys? Of course not, but he is doing a little bit of trading here at the end of the year. And we also have sales coming in from Coinbase, or at Coinbase, from insiders over there. So it looks like here this GC guy, Paul Grewal, I can't even say his name, he sold 20% of his position, $2.7 million. Looks like here about 61,000 shares is what he owned. He sold 15,000, so that's a pretty decent move there at Coinbase, or in Coinbase stock. And let's see what else here. Anything else that's sizable here? Looks like the chief people officer, Lawrence Brock, he sold 90% of his position a couple of weeks ago, actually about a week ago. 18 million shares, sold 104,000 shares. I wonder what's going on there. But overall, guys, those are the biggest insider sales pretty much from the past week of 2023, and it looks like we don't have much time to break down the charts here, but what you do notice, if we quickly just skim through these charts, a lot of these stocks, guys, have done very well in 2023. So Meta has ripped all year. Makes sense. We're getting some profit taking, some selling from some of the insiders. Walmart's done pretty well throughout the course of the year, although it is down a little bit from the recent earnings report. It's still up nicely on the year, so we're getting some selling there at the end of the year. Not too out of the ordinary. Coinbase, don't even get me started, guys. This stock is on fire. It makes complete sense why some insiders are selling out, locking in some profits, heading into the end of the year. What other ones did we talk about, guys? Snowflake, which I'm assuming is up a lot. Yeah, it's up a lot recently. Up massively over the past couple of weeks, so it makes sense. Insiders are selling out of that a little bit. Airbnb is one that's not up too much recently, but it still makes sense over the course of the year. It is up. That insiders are selling out a little bit. And the last one here, which I believe is what was it? CRM. I know CRM for sure is up massively. Yeah, this is up from 195 to 260. So yeah, that's just in the past couple of weeks. Insiders are dumping out, guys, but not too aggressively, which makes complete sense. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on X at Stas Talk Stocks. And to get your sweet old stocks from Moomoo, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Use that link down below or go to StasSurfS.com/Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And fund your account at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000 as well. So 15 stocks, each up to $2,000 using that link down below, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next one.